I was thinking that. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a good one about school, though. If you wanted to say that.
It is, but it's like nowhere near that. Ready now?
You're right.
Yes. Yes, sir. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Critic Crew. I specifically requested that I be able to start this one because it is May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you all. Star Wars is my whole entire life. Star Wars is also the reason that I'm into movies in the first place.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So this is a big day for me. Also, I didn't tell you, on the Beltway today, they had a thing that said, it was something like, text you should not, may the 4th be with you.
You know what?
Like,
you know what?
Beltway.
Right.
So that was that. Before we do start today, we did want to take a moment to acknowledge the passing of John Singleton.
Yes.
John Singleton was, for us as black film lovers, he cannot be overlooked.
Yes.
John Singleton made Boys in the Hood. He made big one. He made the 2000 Shaft remake, but there's another one I'm missing. It'll come back to me later. He died at 51, which is so young. So young. He had a stroke. He was on life support, and then he was taken off life support. And he's the first black director nominated for Best Director. At the Academy Awards, which no one's ever won yet. But when someone does win, they will definitely have him to thank for paving the way. So we thank you so much, John Singleton, here at the Critic Crew. We want to give thanks at the top for our music done by Mr. Brian Austin. And you can follow him at MNB.
Yes, my name Brian.
It's
super easy to remember.
Yep.
And you can also go ahead and follow us since you're in the following mood. You go ahead and follow us on the majors of social media. I feel like Tosh.0 when I say that.
On the
three majors of social media.
Yep, we're at Facebook and Instagram at The Critic Crew. We are on YouTube at The Critic Crew. These videos will be posted there if you want to catch them or catch them again or send them to somebody else. We'd love to grow our following.
And we look forward to your comments.
Indeed. And so today we have a question of the day from Jessica.
Yes. So, since May, typically, when you think of the month of May, it's very busy for everyone, you know, for people, whether you have kids or relatives or whatever the case may be. It's prom season, it's Mother's Day, it's birthday season. I know there's a lot of May babies like myself.
Turn up.
And it's going to be the 2-5. And I know you just had your birthday, too.
I did.
So,
literally last week.
Okay, how was it? We just have to take a small...
Oh, it was fantastic. I took the whole, week-ish to celebrate because my birthday was on a Monday.
Oh, yeah. So, mine is on a Thursday, though, but...
Well, that's going into the weekend.
Thursday,
so that's cool. Me, it was after. So I got a hotel. It was my first time booking a hotel myself, which is probably late at 25. But anyway, it was my first time, and the whole thing was packed with events, including seeing Endgame twice.
Yes.
Which, by the way, on any other day, I would be wearing, or any other year, I should say, I would be wearing something Star Wars related because it is May the 4th. But it's Endgame. It's Endgame season.
Okay.
It's Endgame. But we'll talk about that later. Okay. So, question of the day.
It's Endgame season all summer long.
How
about that?
But
so question of the day. Let's get back to it. So, since, school or whatever, stuff is coming up, graduations and proms and, whatever else. I want to know what your favorite movies about school, what are they, okay? And so for me, I really just sat and I thought, and I was like, I want to do a top 3, but then I started getting it, and I was like, wait a minute, I need a little bit more, honey. So I was like, okay, I got a top 5. And it's about school in general, so it's not like high school, it's not just about college, whatever the case may be. Legally Blonde. Law school, okay? Law school counts as school. Legally Blonde, Reese Witherspoon. Oh my God. Oh my God! I mean, need I say more? Because I know by now every person on this earth has seen that movie. So many quotes we could take from. I mean, she's the original girl wearing pink. Okay, like like we heard in Mean Girls. Yep. Like she is the original. Okay, pink wearer.
It's for anyone who's interested in this sort of thing. It's a really good Broadway musical.
I would go see that.
I would have assumed that it wouldn't be good because you know how they just like to turn everything into a musical nowadays. But
I just can't.
Shade. But this musical is like surprisingly really, really good, really, really funny. And they filmed it on MTV once, so the whole thing is on YouTube. So you can watch it if you want.
That's lit. Go on YouTube and check this out. I think I'm definitely gonna go do that. Yes. I would love to see it live, but that time has probably passed. It's gone off Broadway now. But yeah, so moving right along, Freedom Writers.
Oh.
Okay, right? And that's I was like, But yeah, okay, Hilary Swank just acted her butt off.
Two-time Academy Award winner Hilary Swank.
Okay, and I think a lot of people, especially, do it for the culture or whatever, a lot of us have seen that movie, and it's beautiful, it's relatable, and I think it's based on a true story or something like that actually happened. Yeah, a real teacher, went to all these lengths, for these students and to really make an impact in their lives. And I just think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. It's beautifully done, beautifully directed. It's great. Go check it out if you haven't already. Stop sleeping under a rock. Okay, moving right along, Clueless. Okay, and this is actually one of my favorite movies ever. Yep. As if. Okay.
Cher Horowitz.
Okay, and I love me some. Was it Alicia Silverstone?
Alicia Silverstone.
Yes, she's the bomb.
Stacey Dash.
That was actually when Stacey Dash was cool, but now it's like we don't speak about her.
And Paul Rudd.
Yeah, exactly.
And Paul Rudd.
Like Paul Rudd, who looks
exactly the same.
Like, I swear, it's just certain people in Hollywood who don't age. And I actually think that Matthew McConaughey is like one of those people.
He looks the same.
Because he looks the same. Like the same look.
Yeah.
And I kind of think, just a quick sidebar, I just kind of feel like I'm going to get to that age where it's like I just develop one look that I just have. Certain people, I know you guys know certain people who have that signature hairstyle, that signature, look or whatever, the makeup, if you do that, whatever the case may be. So I feel like you're not really grown until you have a signature. So I'm working on my signature. Anyway,
there you go.
Number 4, Sister Act. And I'm going to go with Back to
2.
Yeah, I was about to say Sister Act 2, Back to Business.
Because I was like, that's not a school movie. Yes.
So Back to Business. Yes. Sister Act 2, the most popular one with Lauryn Hill and, the one we all know and love. Was because, it wasn't like your typical school. It was like Catholic school, I think it was.
It was Catholic school, and it was also a rare depiction of like an inner city school that had issues.
Yeah.
Until Sister Mary Clarence popped up in there. Sister Act 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I've seen it so many times. But did you know, because I didn't know this until I was an adult, that it actually did not get good reviews at all. Its Rotten Tomatoes score is 20 something.
Really?
Yeah, it got really bad reviews.
And that's everybody's favorite movie.
Well, I attribute it to the cultural landscape.
At the time.
Most critics were white. That movie is very rooted in you have to be into black church culture to really understand. Well, you don't have to, but you know what I mean. I think the reason that it touched us the way it did was because we recognize that even of course everyone knows Joyful Joyful,
right?
Even Joyful Joyful though included Janet Jackson in that and all these other culture it's a cultural thing.
It's for the culture,
but it's
so good.
And why didn't I didn't know that? Well, crazy. I know she had stuff going on. I was gonna say, why didn't she act more? Because she's amazing in that movie. She's amazing in that movie.
I think she's just amazing. This girl is just so talented, but because of the issues that happen along the way,
a lot of stuff.
They prevent her, and I'm not about to pay money to go see her sing Drake's song. Anyway, so right, how about that? So anyway, moving right along to top my list off, I hinted at it earlier, but Mean Girls, because how can you have high school without, Mean Girls, without...
Okay, wait, so we have to say, because that's another movie that every line is a quote. What do you have a favorite line for Mean
Girls? Ooh, on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Of course.
Which is classic, right?
It's very classic.
Classic.
My favorite quote from Mean Girls is it's not one of the ones that people always bring up. It's the one where he says, where he gets Katie's name wrong, and he calls her Caddy, and she's like, it's Katie. And he's like, I know exactly what you mean. I have a nephew named Anthony, and I know how mad he gets when people call him Anthony. It's almost as mad as I get when I think about the fact that my sister named him Anthony. That's my favorite line in the whole movie.
And let me just tell you, Mean Girls is one of the only movies that every time I watch it, I still laugh at all the same parts.
Everything. Oh my God, Danny DeVito, I love your work.
Okay.
So stupid.
You go, Glenn Coco.
Fall for you, Glenn Coco.
Okay, so we clearly love.
Wait, isn't this the month? What's the No, it's October.
What?
What's the one where like she mentions a date in the movie and now it's like Mean Girls Day?
Oh, I think it is in October.
What day it was. Is it October?
I feel like it is in October. I remember something about this last year, but I don't know. I got to do some research on that. Mean Girls Day. You guys do your research and let us know. Okay, we should wear pink. Hopefully it's on a Wednesday.
Anyway.
So yeah. So moving right along, Dwayne.
Okay, so you
pass the bar.
You mentioned stuff that I didn't think about that I was like, oh my God, yes. Because Legally Blonde is school. That's law school. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Sister Act 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, also, when it comes to high school, and these are kind of recent. I already talked about how much I love Simon.
Yes.
Coming of age, guy closeted, falling in love, doesn't know who the person he's falling in love with. Brilliant movie. Beautiful. Also,
really,
in kind of the same vein as that, The Perks of Being a Wallflower in 2012.
Really?
That movie is, oh my God, that movie just makes you feel things.
Oh, I cried.
Makes you feel things.
Just start to finish.
And it also is another movie that kind of deals with a main character who has some kind of mental issues, and so that's really cool, just the representation of that.
That was a throwback, though. Thank you.
I know. But then for college, I have 3 for college. One of them is, and I don't know if you can really call it a college movie because it's like half of it's in college, but Love and Basketball.
Okay. Yeah. No,
that's
definitely, that counts.
Love and Basketball, as you know, all black people know. It is
it's the backbone of our culture.
It is a beautiful, and I'm not really I'm not a sports person. But it's not really a sports movie. It's a romance, and it has
basketball in it, but it's not about basketball.
It's absolutely beautiful. So we know that movie. We love that movie. We both went to an HBCU. We both went to Hampton University.
That's true.
And so I have to put Drumline on there.
Oh my goodness!
It was the first thing I thought when Jess said Drumline. The first one, because I don't know what.
I don't know why they even thought that was okay.
I was teaching middle school kids, and they're like, "My favorite movie is Drumline 2." And I was like,
Drumline 2? Honey, I didn't even look at the second one.
Right. I mean, Drumline is a brilliant movie. It's funny. It's the music is incredible. It definitely captures the black.
The essence,
the HBCU spirit.
Yeah.
Also, something that people don't bring up very often, probably because people don't realize it, but that his love interest in that is Zoe Saldana. That was before. Yeah. That was before she was like who she is now.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
But yeah, she was the love interest in it, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, she sure was. Now that I think about it, and that was actually, I would say, arguably one of Nick Cannon's best role.
Is it arguable? It's pretty.
Okay,
it's
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt
of the list. Nick Cannon.
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
he's pretty good.
And I mean, above everything else he's done.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Although, you remember the movie Love Don't Cost a Thing?
Oh,
that was a good movie.
That was good.
That was a good movie.
Okay.
And Christina Milian was getting it too.
She was actually, which I think she, was better than him, but whatever.
Yeah, she was. I mean, he's never my favorite.
He's just so corny, and I'm like Nick Cannon. But hey, anyway, whatever. I like.
This
him.
isn't Nick Cannon.
I mean, trust me, I like Nick Cannon, but I just don't think that he's that great. Right?
I agree.
This is not a roast. You're right, Dwayne. I'm sorry. Let me reel it in.
No, I'm more saying that because we could go on and on. But,
okay, how about that?
And then my last one, especially in terms of school comedy, and it's another more recent one, but Pitch Perfect.
Ooh.
Pitch Perfect, the first one. About being in college, joining an a cappella group. And it's another one of those movies, like, the best school movies are the ones that are talking about, like, the underdogs. You know what I mean? The best school movies are the ones that are, like, we're the outcasts, and, like, now we're, like, popular. and I don't think they ever become popular.
Right? No, they don't. Everybody hates the Barton Bellas.
But they're all outcasts, and they learn to like find family within each other, which is amazing. The second and third ones are fine, but the first one is like really like it's from beginning to end. It's hilarious and it's touching, and the music is awesome, and it also introduces to Rebel Wilson.
Exactly.
Pitch Perfect is why she did some other things, but Pitch Perfect is why she's as huge as she is. I can't really say it introduces to Anna Kendrick because by that point she already had an Oscar nomination.
Yeah, I was about to say she had been in a lot of things.
We knew,
but she had a lot of small roles.
Yes,
know?
And also she didn't have a lot of singing roles, so we now know that she's an amazing singer.
And she was at the Grammys, so
yep,
was like,
and she had cups.
That's pretty cool.
That's the movie with cups.
Yeah, cups. Cups.
So, yes, those are my 5.
Okay.
Those are my 5.
Nice. So now that we got that out the way, our question of the day, now it's time to talk about what we missed, okay? What did we miss in April?
So, pretty much, like the first couple months are always going to be, less because we're getting ready for the summer movie season, so most studios are going to put their stuff out in the summer. Is this when we talk about Endgame? Or do we wait to talk about Endgame? Because I know y'all didn't miss it.
I was about to say, they didn't miss it. But let's talk about it.
Well, because I was going to say, Captain Marvel's still going through. And since last month, Captain Marvel has made even more money.
Yeah, okay.
So
she's doing
Captain Marvel is one that we missed. A big one before I talk about Endgame is Little.
Yes.
Little. With Regina Hall and Issa Rae and Marseille Martin from Blackish, who is now the youngest executive producer ever. She's only 14. Young black woman. She executive produced it. She pitched the idea of it's kind of like a reverse Big, I guess. It's
she
a
said
movie.
She got the idea from Big.
Yeah, which is fine. Makes sense. Because earlier this year we got What Women Want.
Exactly.
Which was a flip of What Men Want from the 90s. So Little is just about this like really mean boss lady played by Regina Hall who gets turned into a little girl played by Marseille. Also, did you see it? Did you see the movie?
I actually didn't. I need to go see it because I really want to support her.
It's as a movie, it's fine. Like it's fine. Like it's just one of those. It's one of those that you buy on DVD and you watch and you're like
Because I mean, like you said, the plot it's just
it's pretty normal.
It's a remix of something
else.
But
what I will say is, it's very clear that Regina Hall is having the time of her life. Her doing all these like mean boss scenes are so funny and so over the top. And then I've always loved Issa Rae. I'm so excited that she's like now. Of course, she's already blown up with Insecure and stuff, but now she's starting to be in movies, which excites me a lot. She's so funny. She brings you everything that you want from her. All the little quips, all the little everything.
She's a great actress.
She's excellent in that.
She really is.
So Little is something that you may have missed. It may still be in theaters. May miss
certain select theaters.
Yeah, and then we talked a little bit last month about Shazam.
Yes.
So Shazam is another one that you may have missed, and as I said, the Captain Marvel thing is pretty interesting. But what is out is Endgame. Avengers Endgame is out if you can get tickets.
Okay.
Like I said, I've already seen it twice. Obviously, we can't talk too much about it because there are a lot of spoilers. One of my best friends had texted me and said, "I think someone just spoiled it for me."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "What'd they say?" And she gave me one of the things, and I was like, "See, even then, there's so much else. Like, there's so much else. It's not gonna spoil it for you. Like, I promise." It was kind of the biggest spoiler. I didn't want to say it, but I was like,
she'll see it.
So Endgame, look. Endgame is the culmination of 10 years, 22 movies. Yep. It is the 22nd movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I am always in awe of the Marvel Cinematic Universe because they did something that no one has ever done before. Yep. They created this film franchise where, just like a comic book, characters can just pop in and out in each other's things. And so for it to all come together like this, and it's not a lazy movie. It's not like they all come together and they're just like, let's just undo what we did in Infinity War and like have a good time. It's like, it's a very complicated movie. It's a very intellectual movie. It's a very emotional movie. You will cry.
Oh my gosh, I know I did.
You will cry.
And I tried to hold the tears back.
But also, like I was telling my friend, you'll probably cry as much from joy and as much from like, oh my God, as you will from sadness.
Yeah.
But you will for both. Like, I promise. I promise.
You will. There will be tears.
There will definitely be tears. That's the biggest. I don't want to pretend like we're thinking about anything else. Like, we're thinking about Endgame. Okay. Also, Endgame is one of those movies that when you after you see it, you'll want to dive into articles. You'll want to dive into analyses on YouTube and Easter eggs. Of course, there's tons of Easter eggs. There's one Easter egg that we'll talk about afterwards, but there's one Easter egg that there's like a character that appears that you would not know. Like, unless somebody told you, you wouldn't know they were in it. So, hit me up later and we'll talk about it.
But my only thing with Endgame is just the dialogue. Sometimes was a little...
What?
I mean, it was... okay, it wasn't, all the way through the movie, but it was just certain lines that were just like, time to take out the trash.
Oh.
Like, and it's like, come on. After all these years, that's the best.
Look, for me, I was fine with it.
In spite of everything that was going on. But, that's just me being anal because you guys know that I am about the writing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
Yeah. What I will say, though, if you haven't seen it yet, it's something that we talked about if you need to have seen other things. Mm-hmm. And Endgame is something where, for the fans who have, been there since day one, since 2008 with Iron Man.
Right, the diehards.
Who have seen everything, there is a payoff for almost every single thing you have watched. It is baffling to me. There are things that, you probably never thought you were going to see again, hear again, that pop back up.
They came back.
It's incredible.
Okay.
It's absolutely incredible.
It really was.
They stuck the landing.
Yeah, okay. They did
Marvel
a great job of wrapping everything up,
they really
tying
did.
up all the loose ends, giving us a little something new, giving us a little something old, and giving us a little something we forgot about.
Yep.
Okay,
exactly.
So
exactly.
It was great. If you have not seen this movie, please don't wait.
Yes.
Do not wait. Go support.
And I'm sure the Endgame is a good segue into what's big in the box.
Yes. Oh, right. It is. But just before we even switch topics, I just want to say about Captain Marvel, because remember last show we talked a little bit about, Captain Marvel. Yeah, exactly. Whether we need to see Captain Marvel or not. Now,
you don't need to see it.
No, because kind of after I saw Endgame, I was like, dang, I should go back and see
Captain
Marvel. Yeah, because
But
what? I don't want to give away any spoilers, but
it's no secret. They've been giving interviews that say she's one of the most powerful in the universe, and she really, really is.
Really is.
But I will say the story of Captain Marvel doesn't have any bearing on the movie. You will not be missing anything if you didn't see Captain Marvel.
We needed to have this conversation.
Yeah, it helps. Everything helps.
Right.
But I think Captain Marvel did more to probably set up what's going to happen post Endgame than Endgame itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Just to clarify, guys, I had to clarify.
Yeah, but she is dope. She's dope in the movie. In Endgame, she's amazing.
Yes.
Everyone's amazing.
And you got a little haircut, little.
She got 3 haircuts.
I was saying, girl,
at the beginning of the movie, she has different hair than she had in Captain Marvel, and then later on, she has different hair. It's amazing.
But I loved it. I said, go girl power. That's how I was feeling. Okay, when I saw that, I said, girl power. So yes, now it's time to transition into what's big in box office, and it's no surprise that Avengers Endgame is number 1. And let me just tell you the number. Okay, we're at 357.2 million.
Ridiculous.
Okay?
And we're in the second weekend.
I was about to say, I just got these numbers. So
we're literally in the second weekend.
And I think
insane.
That's probably because people couldn't get tickets.
That's insane.
Because I know I bought my tickets April 1st.
Well, you heard about the movie theaters that had to keep it open, keep the theater open 24 hours just so they could accommodate.
What?
Yeah, because so many people were there. People were waiting in line. People were, that kind of thing.
I can imagine. And you know what? It was well worth the wait.
It's so worth it. Also, it's 3 hours. So be aware.
And
it definitely doesn't feel like 3 hours, but just be aware.
Towards the end, it kind of felt like 3 hours.
Not to me. Look, I was like, you can keep going.
And maybe that was because I was on the front row.
You know what is a thing, though? What is a thing is that it is one of those movies that I will say... Because, by the way, it's not a perfect movie, and I don't think anyone will tell you that it is. Even people who were, blown away by it, I don't think anyone will tell you it's perfect. It is a perfect ending. Mm-hmm. But what I will say is it's one of those movies that... those movies that suffer from, having too many endings?
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's it doesn't know where to end.
Right.
It keeps going.
Right. Because there is so much that,
to wrap up.
To wrap up.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure, and that's my thing too. So after I watch a movie, any movie, I just don't want to I don't like when I have questions. I don't like when I still have questions. Like, okay, so when he did that, what did that have to do with...
Yeah.
I don't like that, okay?
Yeah.
And so with this movie, I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I cried, but I was just like, I'm good. I've had a release. You know, when you cry, I've had a release. I've left it in the theater, and now I get to walk away and enjoy my life.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Chapter closed. So, number 2, it's our girl, Captain Marvel, back at it again.
I'm sure.
Okay, and look how different the numbers are. Okay, so we had 357 million for Avengers Endgame, and now we have 8 million. But hey, it is what it is, right? Okay, she's still number 2.
Worldwide, she's killing it too.
Right, so worldwide, she's killing it. She's still here on our number 2, so she's having a great day.
And remember, last year, when Infinity War came out, Black Panther was still in theaters.
Right.
So it's pretty much, it's like another parallel of that.
Yeah, so that's what's up. And it all, like you said, it all ties in.
And the money all goes to the same place.
So we're all just making Disney richer.
They don't care.
Right. They don't care. Yeah. And we're like, we don't care. Yeah. Okay? So, number 3, The Curse of La Llorona.
Oh, yes.
Tell me.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I really want to.
But have you heard?
La Llorona. It's like, so it's an actual folktale.
Okay.
I don't want to assume where it's from, but it's some sort of Spanish speaking folktale. And it's like one of those like scary stories you tell kids about like this woman killed her children, and she's always crying for them. So if you hear her crying, it's that kind of thing. But they turned it into like an actual horror movie. Ooh. And I didn't know this until it came out, but it's in the Conjuring universe. I didn't realize it was in the Conjuring universe, but it is.
Okay, so can you just break down the Conjuring universe?
Yeah, all it is it's the Conjuring, and then that got spun off into Annabelle, and then Annabelle had a sequel.
I thought Annabelle came first, and then it was the Conjuring.
Well,
because certain movies...
So the Annabelle sequel...
They didn't do it in order.
Creation, no, they didn't do it in order. And that's what I was going to say. Annabelle Creation is a prequel.
Okay.
But The Conjuring was the first movie.
Okay.
It was The Conjuring, then it was Annabelle, then it was Conjuring 2, then it was Annabelle Creation, then it was The Nun. Oh. And now it's La Llorona.
So is Insidious in that at all?
No, that's a different universe.
Okay.
And it has to be a different universe too because Patrick Wilson is in both.
Okay, you're right.
That's probably why it feels like it's
You're right. You're right.
He's the lead in both movies.
You're right.
Also, you know that Lorraine Warren just passed away. Lorraine is the woman in the Conjuring universe. Because the Conjuring universe is based on, obviously, based on true events. But the two people in The Conjuring, there's Ed and Lorraine Warren who come in. And
who are the ghost people, Ghostbuster people,
Right, so the woman who Vera Farmiga plays in The Conjuring universe, she just died.
Like in real life?
Like in real life.
Wow.
She just passed away. Which, I have to say, there were so many jokes about, like what's she about to do now?
I'm not, you know what?
Or like, y'all think she's dead. Like, there was so many.
That's terrible.
It was hilarious. And I'll talk about this in coming soon, but they're about to do another Annabelle movie that directly ties in with The Conjuring.
Oh, finally.
It's called Annabelle Comes Home.
Oh, okay.
And you know how The Conjuring, like if you've seen it, they have like that room of things, of creepy things.
Yes.
And they're like, don't go in the room.
Don't go in there.
Right. So, of course, somebody was going to go in it eventually. So, and this movie is about a girl going into it and I guess letting Annabelle out. I don't know.
No, she don't.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, like, seriously, honey.
Yes.
Why? You're going to go in there in that room of haunted and cursed things.
You know how it goes.
And touch everything.
You know how it goes.
Let Annabelle out. And now she's reigning terror on the world.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
And now you want to scream.
Right, now you want to scream. So thank you, Dwayne, for that, because I needed that personally. Because I try so hard, guys. I'm not that scary movie type girl. I will watch it, in daytime, broad daylight. Okay, I'll put me a scary movie on.
The reviews weren't good, but it looks good.
Well, see, Annabelle Creation was scary to me. Like
it was, and also Annabelle Creation was. It was weird because it got very good reviews, which is weird for a movie that is a sequel to a spinoff.
Right.
And the first movie didn't get good reviews
Right,
at all.
Exactly. It didn't. So. But compared to Creation, it was like, man.
Creation was good.
Creation was really good. So if they're making a third one, I'm here for it. I'm on board now. Yeah. But thank you, because I'm trying to keep up, y'all. I'm trying to see all these scary movies. But
like I said, I didn't even know.
Right.
That it was in the same universe. I'm like, oh.
And that's why I was like, okay, so what about Insidious? Because I just, don't laugh at me, guys. I just started trying to watch Insidious. All the Insidious.
It's fine.
Thank you, Dwayne.
The first two are really good.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. And then they're like,
bad. real bad, real quick.
Oh, so
but the first two are really
in mind. Good. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so number 4, we have Breakthrough, and I really haven't heard much about this movie. Have you?
It's the Christian movie.
Okay, what's
it
about?
It's a Christian movie. I don't know. It's so there's a group. I'm trying to remember what their name is. The something brothers. And they were a part of a church that started making movies. And they started off very, like, low budget, and then as time has gone on, they've increased.
So is this like, what is it, Left Behind? Like, the people who did Left Behind?
Not the people who did Left Behind, but they're behind Fireproof.
Oh, love that series.
Courageous. Their biggest hit so far was War Room. They did War Room. And now they have this new movie, Breakthrough. I don't know what it's about. I just know that it's that Christian.
Okay, well, it's the church that's doing it. That's cool. Shoot, hey, I'm here for it. Left Behind was my junk. Okay, so I'm here for it. Fireproof was amazing. If you haven't seen that,
they do. I mean, they do really good. If you are a Christian, or if you're not averse to like movies with Christian themes, they do good. I think the issue though is that a Christian movie inherently is going to be like a message, so sometimes it's a little too obvious. Like they're just hitting you over the head with the message.
Right. Some people are just like, okay, we already know what this is going to be about.
Yeah, but it has a good audience, you know, and Breakthrough obviously is doing well.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's in our top 5, so that's what it's about. So and to wrap up our top 5, it's actually Shazam.
Yep.
So, which is cool.
It's fine. It's a fine movie. Like, it's not, to me, I don't need to see it again.
Yeah. Oh, again? So you did see it, so.
Yeah, I saw it. But, you know, for me, like, if I see a movie once, I probably didn't like it that much. And I feel like I don't need to see it again.
Okay. So. And see, that's kind of how I felt. Because I'm just like, okay, I get it. You know, I saw the trailer, and I was like, I get it. I think I've seen it.
It's a cute little movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's what it looked like. It didn't look like your typical, you know, it wasn't Iron Man. I'll put it like that, you know, like where it like, like this is superheroes, but it's like a legit movie, like it goes hard.
It's
real soft,
It's a nice, fun movie.
Yeah, light and fluffy. Sometimes we need light and fluffy.
Yeah.
We've got Endgame for the serious stuff, right?
Yep.
So the real Captain Marvel, we've got her too.
Right. So speaking of the Marvel thing, because I know we're moving into coming soon, even though Endgame is about to like, you know, break box office records, we still have another Marvel movie, which is Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, okay.
That is coming out. It's not coming out this month. I think it's coming out in June. No, July.
And that's with the Spider-Man from Homecoming, right?
Okay. Tom Holland.
We can't like him. He grew on me.
Oh, he's awesome. We can't say too much about it because Endgame has an effect on it. But it's coming out. Okay. That's the big thing, is that there is still another Marvel movie coming out this year.
We're here for it. I like Spider-Man. I like his story.
Right. So. Now, here's what is coming this month, and look, poor Aladdin. And this is why I'm going to say poor Aladdin, right? Is because no one really knows it's coming out. Everyone knows Lion King's coming out. Everyone's ready for Lion King. Aladdin is coming out this month, y'all. It's coming out, I think, the 24th or something, like the 3rd or 4th weekend. Aladdin is coming out. We'll see how it does. I know it's gotten some very mixed reactions.
Primarily
from myself including.
Okay, right. Me too.
So, and I'll talk a little bit more because in Industry Insights I have something to say about it. So we'll come back. But that's happening. And then also next week, Detective Pikachu is coming out. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is actually pretty crazy because Detective Pikachu is now like the first, and this is like no exaggeration, the first video game movie, I can talk about that in a minute, but the first video game movie to receive good reviews. Like ever. Like on Rotten Tomatoes, no other video game movie has ever been fresh.
What do you think about all the video game movies?
Well, they've never, I mean, they always...
Rampage? Wasn't that a
Rampage
video
got...
game?
Yeah, it was. No, it was, but it got bad reviews.
Oh, yeah, well...
Rampage, Tomb Raider, Prince of Persia.
Raider? Well, the new Tomb Raider, I like the old Tomb Raider.
Well, all of them. Like none of them. That's what I'm saying. There are some movies that the audiences liked, but critics didn't mess with. Nah, it's a video game. Critics didn't mess with. And this one it's technically a video game. Like I'm sure we all know Pokemon is like there's a TV show and there's a trading card game, but it did start off as a video game. So Pokemon Detective Pikachu is officially the first one to be getting good reviews. It's at 70% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, and we'll see if that keeps rising or keeps lowering. But it's probably not gonna go too low. The reactions have been amazing.
Okay,
they say that it is. They say it's funny. They say it's really cute. They also say that it is accessible, which this to me is the most important part. It's accessible for people who aren't Pokemon fans.
Okay, good.
It pays off things for people who are Pokemon fans, but it's accessible for people who aren't.
Good.
I know that when they announced it, I was real skeptical, mainly because though, Detective Pikachu is like a specific thing.
Exactly.
It's not like they did a Pokemon movie. It's like they did a Detective Pikachu movie.
Yeah.
Right. So that I was like, but apparently it's really good.
Okay.
And I'm sure it'll branch off into a new...
We'll be seeing more of these.
Yeah, into
Dragon Ball Z might be coming out with the movie now.
Like, I would not mind a Dragon Ball Z movie. A redo. Because, they tried to do it, and it's one of the worst movies of all time.
What we need, honestly, if we're going to do redos, we need a redo of Avatar, The Last Airbender, the movie. If somebody really wants to do something, take on that challenge.
We do need that. Well, what I will say is, in terms of the anime conversation, people, it's been a weird road with anime adaptations recently. I mean, they've all been bad. They've all been accused of whitewashing. They've all been, So they're trying some things. If anyone knows, and this is like a niche, this is a much smaller thing, but there's an anime movie called Your Name that came out in 2016. Mm-hmm. So good. It's so good. If anyone's seen it, y'all know. But they're making an American remake of it. Good luck.
See. I don't know if you've seen One Punch Man. I've seen a few episodes.
Yes.
That's I think season 2 or season. Yeah. The next season just came out.
Are they doing something with that?
I don't know.
I hope not.
But
I hope not.
I don't know. But I know it came back.
Yeah, so. They're supposed to be doing a Naruto. They're just. I don't know if y'all want to touch it. Is what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all want to touch it.
I'm gonna leave it right there.
But we'll see. So that's coming soon. And then the big thing is that we're about to go into summer movie season. So with summer movie season, you're going to have, like I said, what we'll really be talking about is Lion King.
Okay.
We know.
Because they're going to release more and more as it gets closer.
And that's what I'm saying. They've already released just a little bit, and that's what people are talking about.
Exactly.
No one's talking about Aladdin.
Yeah, and before, they just released the cast list, and everybody was like, yeah.
I mean, because it's going to be an amazing cast. The director, Jon Favreau, who, by the way, also directed the first Iron Man movie, and The Jungle Book. He said that it's not just a shot-for-shot remake. He said that there will be some surprises. It will be longer. There will be some new music.
I'm ready.
That kind of thing. I'm sure Nala gonna have a whole. I'm sure it's gonna be half about Nala. Now they cast Beyonce.
I mean, isn't it already?
I'm just sure.
It's just the name drop,
Right, but the cast is simply excellent. I mean, it's an amazing cast.
And it's funny. I just want to say something just very quickly about Beyonce. Don't jump on me, Hive. I love her. But listen, I'm just saying, I would love to see Beyonce playing a role that's not so close to her personality or what she does in her career. I would love to see her play a crackhead or I would love.
She's give us some.
Okay, give me some grit. Okay, give me something else. Okay, I need. It's Beyonce. She's in Dreamgirls. Beyonce. She's in Goldmember. Beyonce.
Right.
She's singing. She's playing the singer. Playing the pretty girl. Playing the superstar.
Yeah.
It's come on, play the crackhead. Play, the girl who worked at NBA.
Yes.
Okay, and on that note, I'll wrap it up.
So the cast, I mean, so in case you don't, everyone knows at this point, but in case you don't know, the cast includes Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino. Beyonce is playing Nala. Seth Rogen is playing Pumbaa. Billy Eichner of Billy on the Street is playing Timon. John Oliver is playing Zazu. We have Alfred Woodard playing Simba's mother.
Mufasa.
James Earl Jones.
Yes.
They brought him back. And Chiwetel Ejiofor from 12 Years a Slave, he's playing Scar.
Oh.
Also, some people have been a little upset about Scar's design. Did you see him in the trailer?
I can't remember.
He doesn't look. He
doesn't
looks
have a scar.
He has a scar. He doesn't have a black mane
to make him stand out.
Yeah, he just looks really skinny, which I have a feeling is gonna make more sense in the comics.
Okay, I hope so.
I have a feeling it will.
I hope so.
I'm not worried about it. Also, I was saying last time that the daughter from Us is playing young Nala.
Right.
The little kid, if you've seen Little, the movie Little, the little boy that she was friends with in the high school, he's playing young Simba.
Oh yeah, that cute kid with the hair. Oh yeah, he's adorable.
And he's done some stuff with Gambino too.
Yeah, like he's really on it.
And I think he was on Terrified, the song Terrified.
Oh, hey now.
Yeah, so it's a whole thing. So that's coming soon.
Yes.
So let's take a break.
Break.
We got a lot. We're going to take a break and do a minute of music. Again, this is our segment to showcase local artists.
Yes.
If you know a local artist, or if you are a local artist and you want your music to be featured on the show, send in snippets to us at is this the one with the real?
Yes, this is the real Critic
See,
crew.
That's why I had to look down.
The
real Critic crew at gmail.com. Send in a segment, and we are going to take a break and check out what you have sent us.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Very good.
How long has it been so far?
For real.
See?
So this one we all
This
want.
is why you can't trust. That's why you. All right, we are back. That was a minute of music, and the song and artist info will be in the description. Tell us what you think, and please send us more.
Yes.
Let's talk about not calling things comebacks.
Okay, so don't call it a comeback because it's just coming back. Okay, right. So clearly I'm going to start it off with one of the greatest shows in television history. You know I'm talking about Game of Thrones. So
yes.
Season 8. Dwayne, you can't even participate in this conversation because I'm just
I kind of
disappointed in you.
The memes have pretty much told me everything that happens.
So Dwayne is stuck in season 4.
I know what happened in the battle.
You know what?
I do. I know what Arya did.
So Dwayne is stuck in season 4, and I need y'all help because we need to bring him up.
I've been
to
stuck
date.
for like a good couple years too.
2 years.
So
you had 2 years to catch up. Okay, 2 years to catch up to season 8 and to witness all the greatness that is to come.
HBO.
Okay, on HBO, it's amazing. You guys already know. I mean, comment and tell me what house you stand for. What's your favorite house? What's your favorite character? Let me know, okay? Because right now we've got dragons, we've got Night King, we've got the Army of the Dead, okay? We've got the Night's Watch, we've got Winterfell, we've got the Lannisters, we've got a lot of things going on. And if you don't know or recognize any of the names or things that I just shouted out, you need to go watch Game of Thrones. The best show in television history, people. And I'm literally just going to leave it at that. I mean, come on. I'm going to leave it at that.
Final season.
Okay, I'm not going to name any character names. I'm not going to say anything more. This is the final season. Yes, like Dwayne said. You had 2 years, Dwayne.
I know. What I will say is, isn't this at the point that we're at now? Aren't there only like 3 episodes left?
Yes,
or something like that?
yes.
Yeah.
So we just had the fight, and last episode was an hour and a half long. And I'm not even gonna lie, the longest fight I've ever seen on television, no commercials, and I'm not gonna lie, about half an hour through, I had to take a break.
You're right.
I said, you know what? Let me pause my TV. Let me get up, stretch, walk around, go get some snacks. Yeah. Take my mind, look on, scroll through Instagram. I need to focus on something else because right now I'm scared for everybody. I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know if I want to watch this anymore. But guys, 3 episodes left. I'm ready. I know you're ready. I know you're on it. I know you were there waiting and ready and watching for the first episode. It was a huge thing. It was huge. So, guys,
everyone in my life watches it. By the way, like it's not like
it's the greatest
it's just
show in television history.
Yeah,
and Dwayne,
it's just a lot.
It's stuck in
to
season
keep up
4.
with. I'm like, who's what? Who's mother? Who's what? Like, I don't know. What's
take a sip, because I know the fans are right now watching you. Like, no, Dwayne,
who's brother? Who's sister? Anyway. Moving forward.
Dwayne's tripping. Okay, so moving. Yes, we are. Let's move forward, okay? Because I could talk about this all day. So, The Tick. Season 2 on Amazon Prime. Now, I actually gave it a shot because I was like, okay, it's Prime.
Yep.
Okay, it's a superhero show.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I checked it out. It's so corny. I honestly thought that they were just gonna leave it at season 1. I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty good. I watched the whole thing because, sometimes when you're doing things in the house and you just want some background noise on, I put the tick on. Yeah. Okay, so that should just tell you automatically. Yeah. Like, I was half listening the whole time. But it's corny, and it's cute, though. I give it that. It's cute. Like you said, I think we said
it's like self-aware, right? It's like a self-aware, like they know it's them.
They know.
And
they know.
They play on
It's the tick. Okay, so just moving on.
I need not say more about
that. The tick, okay? Yep. This is our superhero. So anyway, might as well be Ant-Man and the Wasp. But anyway, who I love, by the way.
It's great.
Who I love, that's okay? Awesome. And, if you haven't seen Endgame, well, yeah, just watch it. Mm-hmm. So, okay, The Chi, season 2, okay? At first, I was like, I don't know. But now I'm like, like, this is a really good show. And what is it on No, it's on Showtime, actually, okay? It's great.
Waithe, right?
Yes, Lena Waithe. Is it Waithe or Waithe?
Waithe.
Okay, Waithe. Yeah, that makes sense.
Lena.
And Common, I believe.
Yes.
They're collabing on this one. So this is their project. And I guess they're both from Chicago. We're just going to go ahead and say they're both from Chicago. That kind of makes sense for them to be writing a show called The Chi.
Yell at us.
Right, I know, right? But, correct us if we're wrong, guys. Comment and let us know. But I kind of feel like The Chi is like a 2019 version of The Wire. Mm-hmm.
I get there's a lot of shows nowadays that are that vibe.
Yeah, but I feel like The Chi specifically is like, that's Chicago's version of The Wire. Yeah. And that's cool.
If it wasn't clear, I haven't watched that either.
Go watch it. It's good. I think you'll like it.
Yeah. Also, in my defense, guys, I'm much more of a movie person. So, like, don't expect that I've seen TV things, but expect that I've seen movies. Continuing.
We'll be keeping this in mind, fans.
Continuing.
For the future, okay? But we're still not going to let him live down that Game of Thrones.
Fine.
That's still, no. It's inexcusable.
I get it.
Okay, so The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Oh, is that back?
Yes, season 2.
Okay.
So, and this one is on Netflix. And it's an original series, and it has the daughter from Mad Men. If you guys watch Mad Men, which was a great series, by the way. She plays Sabrina, and what's her name?
I have
something Shipka. Yeah, Kiernan Shipka. Yeah,
Kiernan
from Mad Men. Mm-hmm. And she's like a great, a way better Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. If you guys can remember that. But yeah, this show is crazy, okay?
Dark.
So it's dark. Like, it's actual witch stuff. Like, it's not just, Sabrina the Teenage Witch was like, oh, yeah, she's got the cat.
Like, I do magic.
You know what?
This is like, nah, Satan.
But no, really, okay?
We're going there.
It is funny because when you said that, it just gave me a flashback to American Horror Story, Coven. Because I thought Coven was going to be so deep, but they were like, whoosh, and just throwing people up against the walls and stuff. And I was that's it. Mm-hmm. But no,
Sabrina went for it.
Sabrina, okay. Honey said, oh no, this is not your typical witch.
Right.
Okay, this is like a real witch who's like really out here messing with the devil and whatnot. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and check it out. But just beware, okay? Don't watch it at night. Be like me and watch it during the daytime, okay?
And then go to church.
And then go to church and pray.
Yep.
Okay, so last but certainly not least, we have The Protector. Season 2 on Netflix, and now this is a foreign it's a foreign original series, so you guys are gonna have to read the captions, but please don't sleep on these movies that have the captions.
There's some good stuff. Some good stuff there.
Don't sleep on it. Don't be lazy. Like, and honestly, you don't even really mind the reading, once you really start to get into the plot. Like, if it has a plot that can really hold you, you won't mind reading
I think it's like how you were saying, like putting something on in the background. Like, if you have subtitles, you can't. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention.
Why. Exactly. Right. So, yeah. But I mean, it looks pretty...
It can be worth it. It can definitely be worth it.
Exactly. It looks pretty good. This one, it's in Istanbul, and,
All right.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we talked about not calling it a comeback because it's just coming back.
Right.
Now, Dwayne, tell us what's going on in the industry.
So, here's a big
Anything new?
Here's a big thing. I mean, obviously... Disney is taking over the world, so that's the most important.
We say this like every show, honestly,
because they are, and they're still trying to buy more stuff, and I'm like, yo, they're really, there should be. I think there are laws against it, but anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Here's the thing that I think is kind of big, and I don't think a lot of people are talking about. So they released the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog. Talking about video game movies. They released the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Here we go.
It got a real interesting response. from people. Because the Sonic design is just real weird. They tried to make it realistic, and it is horrifying. He has human teeth. I don't know why they made that decision. It looks real weird.
Why?
But here's the thing. So fans, as they do, were online, on Twitter and stuff, trashing it. And the director came out and said, he said, well, we understand, we hear your concerns. We're committed to making this like the best, thing possible. And basically all but confirmed that they were going to redesign him for the movie.
Good.
Well, here's my thing. I think that there are kind of that gives some scary implications. There's some scary implications to that. And the reason I say that is because I don't think it's cool that fans should have that much power over things, because fans are never satisfied.
Yeah,
and we
fans
know
are
this.
fans.
We know this. Even going back to the Aladdin conversation, remember when they released that Entertainment Weekly cover and Will Smith wasn't fully blue, he was just in blue stuff, and people were like, this is stupid, he's supposed to be blue. And then we got him blue, and it was terrifying.
It was even worse.
I'm saying that to say, I don't know that it's necessarily a good thing that filmmakers are now tailoring the films based on the reaction. Maybe it'll work out for Sonic. That's fine if this director wants to do that. I just hope it doesn't become a trend, because fans are already bold enough without having power. If they know they have power, I don't know where that's going to go.
And I mean, that's just the power of social media as well.
Yeah.
At work, you know.
So
here we go. Now we can talk to these people directly.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes.
But I don't know. Going back to Sonic, though, like his design, I think already just the way it was, a 2D version, it was super futuristic. Like, he had the whole, like, whatever.
Well, not just that, but this whole thing about having to make them realistic. Yeah. It's like Sonic is a blue hedgehog with sneakers. Like, he's not gonna look realistic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That doesn't exist in real life.
It does not matter. In fact, one of the things that I think, I haven't seen Detective Pikachu yet, but based on the trailers and stuff, one of the things I think they did well was they didn't like overly try to make it look realistic. Right. Yeah, they gave them fur because that's probably what they would have. But they look pretty much like Pokemon. Right. In a real world. Should be. Right. You don't need to like make it super realistic because it doesn't have to be. Exactly. It's like they're monsters.
That takes away the fantasy of it. Like, we all know that this is a movie, so you trying to make it super realistic. Who you
and the good thing is that, nowadays visual effects have grown to the point where you can do whatever you want. That's the thing. Going back to the Lion King, apparently like they are testing out new technology for Lion King.
Oh, you know what? I mean? They're just getting fancy.
It's gonna.
It better blow me away too. Like when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, oh no.
I'm sure it will visually. My only concern about the Lion King is that I'm kind of afraid of how it's gonna look with realistic animals like singing and dancing.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's gonna look weird, and we haven't seen any of it yet. So they haven't shown any.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They really just kept it very vague. The trailer was very vague.
For me, I feel like even watching the movie, like, we're all gonna cry during Circle of Life, but then I'm like, the second like an animal opens their mouth, I'm like to sing, I'm like, that's gonna decide for me whether or not this movie is gonna be good or bad.
Make it or break it.
That's gonna be. I also have a theory that Beyonce is going to be the one who sings Circle of Life. Because remember how like Circle of Life isn't sung by a character in the thing? I bet you it's going to be her. Oh, they had to get her somehow.
I'm touching the mic, guys. I'm sorry.
They had to get her somehow.
Yeah.
So that's big with industry insights. Let's talk about
They got to get a couple songs out of her.
Yeah. I mean, and they will. They will.
They have to.
But what's streaming?
Okay. So for what's streaming,
Speaking of Beyonce,
back to Netflix, yes. And speaking of Beyonce, but we're gonna hold that off for for number 2. So number 1, Grass is Greener, and this is actually a documentary, right? How about that? And I guess you can kind of guess what it is and when it came out. It came out on 4/20.
Only because you said that. Only because you said that. I was like,
oh. But yeah, so it's about weed, and it's about how weed basically, was the backbone of the jazz and the hip hop movement, and it, just united us as a people, and all this great stuff. Just go check it out, guys. It was really interesting, and everybody likes to learn about weed. So there you go.
It's a good point. It's a good,
and weed was there
because they're working on legalization now, and there are still people who are in jail for having
possessed
it.
Which I think is crazy.
Right. So it that's what I'm saying. Like, even on a serious note, it makes sense that they're going to be like, this was always happening. This was always around. This was always a cultural thing. Like, you know.
Flat out. So go check it out. It's awesome. It's a documentary as well, like I said before.
Yes.
So finally, number 2 is Homecoming, because yes, this is me doing my drum solo. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let Dwayne just take it because he is so excited.
You listen.
Okay, glasses.
No one,
glasses.
If anyone ever tells you that Beyonce is overrated, sit them down in front of Homecoming, press play, and then leave their lives forever. Because I'm tired of hearing it. Watch it. Anyone who says it, because there are people who literally will be like on Facebook and be like, I mean, they're normally people of a certain persuasion, and they normally say like I don't even get it. Like Beyonce can't even sing, and I'm like,
okay, for those people, they're clearly crazy and something.
I'm also like you've just invalidated your whole argument.
I mean, clearly.
you can say she's overrated,
yeah,
because definitely, I mean, people go too far. I agree. I'm not one of those people, but
to talk about her talent,
come on now.
It's undeniable.
Homecoming, you know, we were talking earlier about like HBCU stuff. Homecoming is literally her. It's her Coachella performance, and she created it based on HBCU culture. She said she never got to go to college. Mm-hmm. At that point she was already head first in Destiny's Child land and everything. But she wanted to create that experience. So the band consisted of people from different HBCUs. The dancers consisted of HBCU people. And it's just a celebration of blackness. Like the Coachella performance was, but also like the documentary. Yeah. It's just a celebration of blackness. Yeah. It's a celebration of, she has this amazing monologue in it. Well, I say monologue like, she was just talking, but she has this amazing moment where she talks about just all the amazing things that black people are capable of, all of the different talents that are showcased in it, the dancing, the twirling, the, you know,
the music, I mean,
playing, I mean, like everything. So it's so worth watching. Honestly, even if you're one of those people who's like, yeah, because
like, here we go.
Because I get it. I really do get it. I do get it. Sometimes when people are intense fans of something, I was just telling my friend, quick tangent, I have a friend who's really, really into BTS and K-pop. And she converted me. I am now a fan.
Really?
I really am. I really am now a fan.
What do you like about it? I have to ask.
So the music is very much like, it's kind of like 90s pop in a way, which is fun on its own merit. The guys are all, I think there's 7 of them. They're all talented. They're all very talented. They're influenced by a lot of different types of music. They can perform the hell out of these songs. They can dance. You know, there's a lot of reasons to like them.
Hey now.
But I was going to say, even as somebody who is now a BTS fan, they go too damn far. They just do too much. They do too much. The Billboard Awards just happened, right? They performed on the Billboard Awards. Every single time, like, you know how they just cut to people, just for 2 seconds, just cut reaction shots. Every single time, deafening applause. Just every time they just pop up on the screen, I'm like, y'all are gonna turn people off. From listening. But the same thing happens with Beyonce. Is like, if people are already like, you know, I think she's very talented, but like, I don't need all that. Then when you do all that, they're not going to listen.
That's true.
So I'm saying all that to say, even if you're one of those people who's tired of all the Beyonce stuff, just watch it.
Just watch it and privately. Don't tell anybody that you saw it. You don't have to join any discussion boards.
You'll get it afterwards. Yeah. And, of course, she's now done the whole Before I Let Go thing.
Exactly.
Before I Let Go challenge that some of our Hampton, what do you call it? Fellow Hampton classmates are featured in. So check that stuff out.
That's cute.
Pretty good stuff.
It's cute.
All right, so we've definitely ran long, and that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
fine. Did.
You know, because
I know we know you didn't mind
because there's so many things. You know, this was a especially long show for Endgame.
Right, because of Endgame. So let's just stick with that. Let's keep blaming it on Endgame.
We're on our Endgame.
Before Dwayne, before we wrap up.
Yes.
I really just want to say one more on my What's Streaming topic because I feel like this is important.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and say You versus Wild. Have you ever seen the interactive type? You get to choose what path. So Netflix has been experimenting with these interactive movies, if you will. Yeah. They had They started off with Black Mirror.
Yes.
You know, where you could choose. You decide, get to a certain point in the film, and then you are in control of like where it goes. So the problem, and I did Black Mirror, and it's funny because now they have You versus Wild, which is like a survival show, kind of like a wilderness survival show, and then you get to pick, you know, what the person does. So he's like, okay, so should I climb this tree and make shelter, or should I make shelter, you know, on the ground, you know? And it's like you get to choose, and it's cool.
Fascinating.
It's amazing. And so my thing about this is like, I'm like, hey Netflix, what the heck? Why didn't you open up with You versus Wild and then do Black Mirror? Because Black Mirror was kind of crazy, off the chain.
But it was probably because Black Mirror already had like a fan base.
Yeah, it does. And so I thought it was like Black Mirror. Like if you guys know about Black Mirror, the actual series, like then you know this movie, you'd be like, yeah. But then the movie was like, no, because it was it was their first time doing, you know, messing with the interactive type thing, and it was a lot of things wrong with it because sometimes me personally, I would choose scenarios, and they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, you got to go back and choose something else." And it's like, "Wait a minute, what's the point?
How that should work.
What's the point?" Yeah. But they finally got something right. So with this You versus Wild survival show, interactive survival show, yes, you can choose. And here's the thing: you get great tips. Okay,
on how to actually
survive in the wilderness. So if you choose like, hey, you know, should I drink, you know, this water that's been sitting here for looks like 10 years, or should I, you know, try to drink my urine? You know, they will tell you the benefit. I get it. But yeah, like he'll tell you the benefits of all that. He'll be like, oh, okay, great choice about drinking the urine. You know, yeah, you get protein and, you know, I don't know, electrolytes or something. I don't know.
This is on Netflix?
This is on Netflix.
I'm going to check this out.
Go check it out. It's awesome, and it's a series. So it's not a movie. It is a series. So go check it out. It's like they have an objective. It's like, oh, you know, this plane was on its way to deliver supplies to Africa, and, you know, somehow the engine went up, and now they're stranded. We have to go to them and give them some, you know, check it out.
I'm going to check it out.
Y'all check it out, too, and let me know your choices, okay? And I'm like, you know, because I love the nature stuff anyway. So I know Netflix just came out with their own little nature thing to BBC's, you know, Our Planet or whatever. So I'm down for the nature stuff. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. But, yeah, it's our least favorite part of the show now. We got to wrap it up. Yes. But we just want to say a special thank you to Brian Austin, who did all of our music. You follow him at MNB. For inquiries. He does weddings, you know, he does funerals, he does, you know, homecomings, whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying things. But no, totally hit him up though.
Thank you so much to Mix Station.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Marcus, for doing our engineering. We're very thankful to you for that.
So thankful.
Our next show is next month. Do we know the day yet?
First Saturday next month. I'm so sorry. I should have checked the date though, right? We'll be here, and y'all will see us. Y'all will be right here with us. I trust.
We'll be here.
So yeah.
Thank you for sending in your music. Please continue to send in your music.
We need it.
At the real Critic Crew.
The Real.
And continue to follow us at the Critic Crew. Facebook, Twitter. No, not Twitter. We don't have a Twitter.
I know. Twitter is, we're at war with Twitter
we
currently.
But Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yes, and May the 4th be with you. This is the Critic Crew.
Fellas!
Oh my God.
Tell us about it. Tell us. This is the way you do it. Walk up.